Lefty think tank turns on Labour. The Resolution Foundation is basically a cabal of high tax individuals who basically are regarded as a training camp for Starmer's loyalists who come out of there wanting to tax the living shit out of anybody who's got £1 in the bank. There's at least 2 people in the Treasury that came through the Resolution Foundation and are now working, Torsten Bell, that idiot, being one of them. And for a think tank that backs Labour and is one of Labour's favourite think tanks and is a high tax think tank, it's unbelievable that this budget is so bad that even they have now turned on Starmer and Reeves. They said, overall, while the forecast was better than expected for the Chancellor, it had bad news for households. The outlook for living standards was worsened, with real disposable incomes rising by a paltry 0.5% over this Parliament, the second worst since records began in the 1950s. And while many will focus on rising taxes, an even greater concern for living standards is a projected rise in unemployment. Of course unemployment's going to rise because nobody can afford to hire anybody. Reeves has raised taxes more than any Chancellor since the 70s. She has raised taxes by 66 billion in just 2 budgets, less than 2 years into a stint of this useless shitty government. And she gave an interview where she refused to rule out future tax rises as well, saying that she can't write next year's budget just now. I've got news for you, Rachel. You're not qualified to write any budget, and your last 2 have been complete disasters, meaning you're coming back for more and more and more. The only consolation is that we can take from this, is that Reeves will not be Chancellor by the time the next budget comes around, and Starmer will not be the Prime Minister by the next time this comes around. What's really important now is to look past these wankers and think, who is actually going to be in charge? Is it going to be Labour or is it going to be another party? Will we get the general election that I have been predicting for so long now, that I say will take place next year? That's the real question. Not who takes over, but which party takes over.